What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic, lovely morning, afternoon, or evening. So, what do we have here today? Friday, in an hour or so, JD's lawyer and AH, they're going to meet in Fairfax County, Virginia, to validate the verdict, I suppose. So, to my understanding, what it's going to happen here is either the verdict becomes order, right? So that means that both parties have to accept what was decided. So H has to come with the goods, right? With the 8,350,000, or they move forward with that. And I suppose they can probably still appeal. I don't know. Or they find, which is interesting to see, if they find an agreement between the two parties, if she gets a discount on the money or not, which maybe would perhaps kind of entice them, her team, not to file for an appeal. To file for an appeal doesn't mean that she's gonna, is gonna go through with it or whatever, but probably they can still do it after today. So will be interesting to see in a few hours if there is some coverage of that. But anyway, for the moment, let's focus on more lies. More lies, more lies. As you remember about the TG shopping spree in the Hamptons, which we also discovered that TJ Maxx in the Hamptons was anything but a sort of like, let's say, frugal place where people meet to shop. Matter of fact, it seems to be a very well kept secret where all them Tonians go to shop, because it's in a very affluent area, of course. The Hamptons is incredibly popular and famous for all those beautiful houses of New Yorkers or whatnot, millionaire and billionaire. So she probably was invited there. It's none of our business in that sense, but we understood that probably was a PR that was already done in the past. So this is an article from the Daily Mail back in 2017, after she basically divorced from JD, and she was pictured coming out of this 99-cent store, like sort of, wanting to perhaps suggest that she was gonna be like now more frugal, or after the divorce again, like we have seen with TJ Maxx, maybe she wanted to sort of suggest to the audience that she was going to have a little bit like financial difficulties, that she's not a gold digger, that she knows how to be frugal, whatever that kind of sympathy that such images should stir into the audience. But the thing that is fascinating, of course, here, wow, those pictures are large, very large picture, also sister shopping with her. You know what I noticed? I think those people also, like any other human being, they have like some kind of skin condition, maybe like acne or something. So because I can see like already from this picture a little bit. So I was wondering if like those pictures at courthouse when she had that pimple there actually was some kind of acne, like enhanced, so to speak. I'm just wondering. So going to buy some refreshing water, which is necessary for the body. At least a couple of liters a day will be awesome for your kidneys and bladder and everything, especially in the morning on an empty stomach. Very good. Somebody at least has some good practice. But the connection here is with that TJ Maxx PR stunt, what it seems. So nothing new under the sun. Those pictures are massive. I don't know who this dude is, and honestly, we don't think we need to find out. So, hello Johnny, how you doing? This is probably Johnny when he was shooting Mordecai. Those mustaches, they cannot be any other thing. So, going back to the 99 cents, that's what it is. So, another thing that it's transpiring is the fact that somebody took the time to check on the followers of AH, and through some data which is available, and people probably can verify this as well, they show that actually they have on some of her social media a lot of inactive followers actually a huge amount, like 2.4 million plus inactive followers, which I would suggest most likely that those are bots. They're bots, and of course, creates also that kind of awareness in regards of other people reacting to posts on Twitter, and everybody that is involved in trying to look like there is a huge support. Matter of fact, we talked about this yesterday, where actually the internet is sort of hijacking the sort of positive hashtag regarding her, because they're fed up. They're absolutely fed up. Another thing that was brought to my attention is the fact that the girlfriend of AH, there was a time where she was fairly proud of having been introduced to a famous captain, Jack Sparrow. So as you can see here, she was absolutely thrilled after watching The Libertine, which it's not Pete Doherty, which was also the boyfriend of Kate Moss at one point. Just one badass Johnny Depp. Russell Brand saw Johnny Depp in The Libertine in 2004 and decided to turn himself into the Earl of Rochester. Maybe. I remember watching the movie. JD was kind of awesome in there as well. So, an example of a person that backstabbing, I suppose. And this is another interesting tweet from a while ago, actually not too long ago. I have an enormous portrait of Kate Moss hanging in my kitchen. She has been my hero since I was about 9-year-old. My account was reported for being removed because this was a compliment about heroin chic, which was an actual fashion moment. All right, interesting. And now basically they became randos out of the woodwork. Meanwhile, somebody else is being absolutely heroic, like heroin chic. In this case, very heroic. It seems that Camille Vasquez helped a passenger on a plane by calling her brother, and which is a doctor, and being directed from her brother to assess whether or not this man was having an heart attack, I suppose. So she gave a sort of first aid, but then after, immediately there were other people on the plane. That there was a surgeon on the plane or another doctor which took over from her, and the plane also turned back to bring basically the man to safety. So incredibly awesome for both Camille Vasquez and her brother, like cool-minded, reactive, and if anything, it just increased the likability of this person, down to earth, like literally walking around serving people in the best way possible, and she's not even supposed to. This is the type of stuff that makes you kind of regain trust into humanity. Somebody that is wholesome, with the right intention, kind, altruistic. So if anything, truly another example that the feeling of the people regarding like Camille Vasquez, were correct, right? I think people, like, we are capable to an extent to be kind of let's say accurate to a degree about who we have in front of us, when we listen to them talk and react to whatever. So of course there is chances you might be wrong, but to a degree, I suppose, there is a possibility to understand whether or not somebody's full of BS or it's a kind human being. And I guess this is the feeling that people got with Camille Vasquez. An incident like this, where she's helping out a complete stranger, even though she didn't do nothing extraordinary, but just the act of of making sure that somebody is good, and through calling your brother and getting directed from your brother to make sure in the first few minutes whether or not this man is having an heart attack or whatever, which is very important actually, because when it comes to such a thing like that, the quicker you react, the better that you save somebody's life. So also good on the other people on the plane, the other doctor, the passenger, the pilot, and everybody involved. Hopefully this man of 70 is doing well now. So guys, again, lies, more lies, a possibility of getting something new today. So finger crossed, and if there is anything we have to discuss, we will do it during the day. I'm kind of on alert, so please, as always, if you like the video, click the like. Don't forget to subscribe. It will be super awesome to have as many of you as possible, to keep growing, keep going. And don't forget that, without you, the channel is nothing. So thank you very much. Always spread love and take care of yourself and drink water, okay? Very good water. Help